Baby, it's really cold outside. The current cold weather has caused much alarm among homeowners, business owners, almost everybody who lives here in Northern California. We're experiencing an unseasonably cold spell. In fact, it's been down in the 20s for the last couple of nights, and people's pipes are bursting. We're having all kinds of disturbances because of this cold weather. How would you prepare? How can you be safe and secure when the weather outside is cold? And more to the point, how can you make sure that your business is prepared for an unexpected threat like this cold weather? In my business, it's necessary to be proactive. And one of the best ways to do that is to build strong relationships. So if something unexpected comes along, if I've built up enough goodwill, I can weather almost any storm. And that's true for you as well. This morning as I walked to my car, which looked like a frosted cupcake, I have a red Toyota Camry, there was ice everywhere. In fact, it was really surprising because one side of my car was completely ice-free. I had parked it next to some shrubbery, and so the plant kept my car warm on that side. But the other three sides were completely covered in ice, and I was out there scraping and turning on my defroster so that I could get in my car and go off to the gym. Well, it made me think that just like my car today, it would have been great to have an ice scraper. I didn't have the right tool, so I improvised with a coffee belly band and got the ice off of my windshield. Yesterday was the first meeting of a writers group that I just joined, and it reminded me that you don't have to go it alone. The camaraderie of this group and the supportiveness really will make a difference in me getting a project, actually 2 projects completed. And the tone of the group was such that we're willing to share, willing to ask for what we need, and do it in a positive way. Our group leader was anointed as the benevolent dictator, and she shared her workshop ground rules, which we all embraced and added some others of our own to it. One of the things she said, and I think this is really important, our goal is that we want to write more when we leave a session, not less. And I think that's a good lesson for those of us in business when working with clients, helping them. It's not about being punitive. It's not about being harsh and unduly critical. It's encouraging growth. It's encouraging taking steps and moving forward and doing it in a way where you want to do more. And so I was completely pumped up today as I was going about all of the actions I was taking in my business. The other piece of it is the human touch. It's not always the fancy bells and whistles that make the difference. You know, we've got all of this technology around us, including the computer that I'm using right now to record this. But I do pay attention to what the message is and how critical it is and who I'm talking to, as well as how I'm communicating. If something is really sensitive, face-to-face is my method of choice for having a conversation. Or second choice would be a video call or a telephone call. If it's not quite as critical and time sensitive also goes into needing to do something face-to-face. Then I might use email, I might use Dropbox or Google Docs. But picking the right way to communicate, the right method to communicate, both from the standpoint of, is this easy? Will it be understood? What kind of comfort level does everyone have? That makes a difference. So as we're, hunkering down with it being so cold, there are warming trends. Take a look at your business as I've been taking a look at mine. Are there areas where you're vulnerable and that you could better protect yourself? Are there areas that need to be renovated or revamped so that you're prepared? So just like the cloud cover that went over all of the plants in our garden to be sure that we didn't lose the citrus and the orchids, you can cloud cover and protect your wonderful assets, the people you work with, your clients, if you have staff. Be sure that you have deep connections. That will keep you as safe as possible and ready to respond when there is something unexpected. Remember, marketing is a conversation, sending and receiving. The better I listen, the better I am at helping you solve the problems that are bothering you. The more organic I can make marketing for you, the easier and more likely it is you will follow through on the actions you need to take. So I hope this finds you well, and like my writing friend said, my job is to inspire you to do more, not less. This is Judy Baker, Brand Vines, your marketing therapist